Well, we're all about to get the hook, so I'm going to get us down to the end. Tell us your New Year's resolution for 2008. We're going to start with Senator Clinton and just go down the line, and you have 30 seconds.
Well, my New Year's resolution is multi-part, as you might guess. You know, I have a lot of things that I think about resolving, and you know, there are personal sides to it. Obviously, spending time with my family, trying to do what some of my colleagues do religiously, and that's exercise. But I'm also resolved to do the very best job I can in this campaign, to rebuild the optimism and confidence of the American people, to run a campaign that Democrats can be proud of and that independents and Republicans can support, and then to go into the White House with the country behind me and ready to serve.
Thank you. Senator Edwards.
To remember that in the midst of political hoopla, the glorification of politicians and presidential candidates, that somewhere in America tonight a child will go to bed hungry. Somewhere in America tonight a family will have to go to the emergency room and beg for health care for a sick child. That somewhere in America today, a father who's worked for 30 or 40 years to support his family will lose his job. And that's what's at stake in this election. What's not at stake are any of us. All of us are going to be just fine, no matter what happens in this election. But what's at stake is whether America is going to be fine.
Senator Dodd.
Well, again, the motivation of standing before you today and running for the presidency, I want to see our country regain its optimism and its confidence, its sense of hope about its future. I want to see us regain our moral authority around the world. I'm deeply saddened today that instead, when you say the word Abu Ghraib and Guantanamo, we've moved from a generation where the word Nuremberg used to mean something. And I want to see us come back again to that wonderful sense about our future, that our best days are in front of us, not behind us. Obviously, to spend as much time as you can with your family. And then lastly, I have a New Year's wish that Iowans caucus, and you caucus correctly on January 3rd.
And who is that for, Chris?
Governor.
Well, my New Year's resolution is one that I have every year, and that's to lose weight, and I'm going to do it again. But, you know, that's on a personal level. But, you know, I wish, this is what I wish. I wish that the Congress and the President end their dysfunctional relationship and address the problems that affect this country: health care, ending the war, torture, you know, energy. It just seems that everything they do, nothing ever happens. And my last request is that I continue to stay positive. I think that we should, as Democratic candidates, stay positive, be optimistic, not tear each other down.
Thank you.
The American people want to see us together debating the major issues affecting the country.
Thank you. Senator Biden.
I make the same one every year. Remember where I came from. You know, your whole life can change in a split second. Things are always beyond your control. And I every year make a resolution to try to remember what it was like when things were really bad, so that I treat my family, treat my colleagues, treat everybody the way they should be treated when things are good. But just remember where you came from.
Thank you. Senator Obama.
Well, I want to be a better father, be a better husband, and I want to remind myself constantly that this is not about me, what I'm doing today. It's an enormous strain on the family. And you know, yesterday I went and bought a Christmas tree with my girls. And we had about 2 hours before I had to fly back to Washington to vote. And the only reason that is worth that sacrifice is if somehow my participation in public life is having a broader impact on their lives and the lives of children all across the country. And so I have to constantly remind myself not to be timid, not to be distorted by the fears of losing, in order to make a real difference in the lives of the American people.
Thank you.